Good morning. We're spraying wheat this morning. Dad just left with the sprayer. We've got 220 acres 10 miles from here, and so he left with the sprayer loaded, and we're going to tender some water to him. We got to use our little 1,000-gallon nurse tank here because the big tender is down to Berkey with corn starter on it. But that's okay. It should just be 2 trips. I think we can do it in 2. Well, we're going to get it loaded up here. We've got to put the chemicals in the back of the truck. However, we are putting some boron on. Our boron is in this big shuttle. I don't want to take that shuttle, so we're going to hot mix the boron. Basically, we're going to mix it in right in with the water in the tank, but we're not going to put the fungicide and the other stuff in with it. Should work fine. And then we don't have to worry about taking this. We just take a couple boxes and all is good. So we're putting our boron on at quart to the acre, and 1,000 gallons. We're backing off our rate to 14 gallons to the acre of carrier instead of 15. So 1,000 gallons of product will do like 71 acres. So we need 17.8 gallons of our boron. So we're measuring that in here, and then we're going to start our pump up because we've already got most of our water in there. We don't need a lot, and we're going to fill that up to 1,000 and then take it down to the field. Well, we made it to our wheat fields here. We've got an old open front shed here that we store some old stuff that we don't use very often. A little grass area here that we can load and mix and park stuff when necessary. So there's about 80 acres between the 3 fields here. This ditch cuts it up in this lane. I would love to this summer move this driveway over by the trees over there because nothing grows along the trees anyway, and then we can take this lane out and have a much bigger field instead of 2 smaller ones. Anyway, so we've got this, and then across the road around the house we've got 2 fields over there, and then way over there you'll see Dad. There's 3 fields kind of around the corner over there, and he's gonna finish spraying those up over there, and then we'll come over here and get reloaded. And while he sprays here, I'll go back and get the final load. So there's like 75 acres over there, and he should be able to spray 71, so he should get most of it. And we'll wait for him here, but I got everything ready. Got our hose set up, so as soon as he gets here we can hook up. And there's our fungicide. One of those is empty. We need 5.8 gallons or 5.8 something. It's basically 5 gallons and 110 ounces. So I measured out the rest there, and I had an empty that we just need to rinse. And we got a partial we'll bring back for the second one. And then we need to measure out our source. I'll have to do the math, see what exactly we need for that, but we'll have to dump out the fungicide in first. So all should be good. We'll just wait here for a minute. You see this big tall spot of green grass over here? I'm gonna guess that's where the semi was parked when we did the top dress of the wheat. I didn't do that, Phil tendered to Dad, but yeah, I would be willing to bet that that's where we spilled a little bit of 28 loading the sprayer with the tender and made the grass grow. Kind of useless stuff do we have stored down here? Cornhead snouts that don't actually fit our cornhead. Anybody need a cornhead snout? Let me know. Cupolas from the old, or from the gray shed in the back that Dad took off because they leaked and he didn't like them. Some auger parts and fittings for old small 8-inch augers. Grain spreader. Some auger tubes, it looks like. Paddle chain. I don't know what all that edging is from there. PTO powered spreader. Some gates. Water tank. Old sprayer tank. Duals for the 4440? 4020. Might be for the 4020. Yeah, I think those are for the 4020, and then these are the rims and spacers for the 4440. I think. Mix tank. A door. Some tires. Septic risers. Some drawers. I think that's a drawer. Another mix tank. Should set those up for the drone, right? Nah, they're not really big enough for that. I don't know what that green tank is from. Anyway, nothing really of any value here. It's go time! Yeah. Alright, we'll get him loaded up and out of here. Tank's empty, he's loaded. Time to go. He's gonna be waiting on us now because we gotta get back, get loaded, and get down here. Where before, we were basically loaded, just had to top it off and then get here, so yeah. Loading, got our boron in, just gotta finish filling 1,000 gallons of water, 983 gallons of water, 17 gallons of boron. There go the deer running through my field. Alright, he's loaded good? Yeah, good. Okay. We parked on the downhill, so sucked it right empty. Very little left in there. This is all good. He can finish here. And then he's got a partial load, half a load or so to spray back close to home, and the wheat's all done. We're gonna go park this, put it out the back of the truck, and figure out what else we're doing today. Now I got that stuff unloaded and unhooked and whatever. So we've got this spot here between my grass and where the first row of beans is that my wife wants to plant pumpkins. And yeah, it's the same spot we had pumpkins last year, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Dad kind of ran through it with a disc when he was coming through here this spring, but I think I want to get the S-tine hooked up to the 4020 and come down here and work this up again. She's hoping to get her pumpkins planted here today, so I'm debating whether or not it's dry enough. It's still just a little damp on top. I'm thinking maybe wait until later this afternoon, and we'll be in better shape. I was trying to figure out if I could find any chemical weed control options that would work well for pumpkins. There's not a lot, but I wanted to walk through and see what else we might have growing out here, either volunteer or otherwise. We do have a little pine tree there that may or may not ever make it. It's still alive, but not in great shape. There's a couple of hydrangeas over by those flags. And then my wife planted some bulbs in here at some point last year. I think that's what these are. So we might have to keep those. I don't know if there's anything else, but when I was mowing along here the other day, I noticed some volunteer sunflowers coming up. I don't know if those are worth saving or not. I think that's a sunflower. I don't see any pumpkins here yet. There probably will be some volunteer pumpkins. Those are sunflowers. So, is it worth saving those? Oh, right here we got a bunch. Take them out with this time if I bring that through here. Well, we got done spraying. We went and watched a friend play some baseball, right? We took the truck back that I had borrowed, got that returned, and now we've got the 4020 out. We're gonna hook up the S-tine and get the garden ready. Well, my tillage tool of choice is buried here. I want that. It's behind our new scraper, so we're gonna have to move it out of the way. Think I can hook onto that with the forklift? Oh, that drag? No, we don't want that. Think I can move this with a forklift? Be a little heavy on the tongue weight, but I bet it'll do it. No problems. Okay, we're just gonna leave that right there while we get our S-tine hooked up, and then we will put this back. Move all that out of the way, and it's still the simplest tillage tool we have to hook up to. You don't even have to get off the tractor if you don't have stuff in the way. You just hook up just lift up the 3-point hitch and go. No hoses, no wires, no nothing. Super nice. Working. Better talk to the boss, figure out what she wants. Yeah, that went pretty well. Worked up nice, went over it all a couple times. We've got our stuff there that we didn't want to bury, some stuff here that we didn't want to bury, so we went around. And then I was gonna make this a nice straight edge, but there was too much sod, so I tore some of it out that I shouldn't have, and we drove it down and smashed it back in, and it'll be fine. It'll be a little rough with the mower, but it's fine. The whole lawn's rough, so no big deal. Won't take long to smooth it back out. Now, Time to plant. She's getting her stuff around. I'm gonna go find some tools, hoe, shovel, whatever else we need. All right, well, we put some flags out where we want to make our hills, and I started hilling stuff up, and we're getting planted. We might need a little water. You can go in the field. Why? Oh, you're taking the worms to the field? Okay. We're gonna plant some flowers in here, I guess. And we've got a whole bunch of pumpkins. They've been sitting in the windowsill for the basement, and they're a little stretched, leaning one way. They will get better with some sunlight, direct sunlight out here. Oh, I'm tired of making hills. We aren't practicing real good crop rotation here, but it's just what we have. It's fine. It'll be fine. Well, we got a bunch of pumpkins planted. 30, 32, something like that. I'm going to take the 40-20 back. I had it parked there in the driveway and it died. I think our batteries are bad, but it said they're 10 years old, so not surprising. I had to jump it to start with. I had to jump it when I moved it the other day. Figured after it ran for a little while, I might charge it up, but okay. All right, I'm gonna go in, eat some dinner. We'll go out in a little bit and do our emergence flagging, check stuff out. All right, we had our dinner. It is time to go out and check our corn emergence. Yeah. So we've got a whole family here. We've got Mama and everybody. And we're gonna see if we got more than 7 today and what the ones that we saw yesterday look like today. Yep, you can see them.
Yay! Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
I found one, Dad. I found one.
We've definitely got more today. We're getting a little bit of a crust, but it's okay. And then, like, here's some from yesterday. Here's a yesterday. Here's a today. Here's a today. We're just kind of going down the line. We've already got 4. We haven't even made it halfway yet.
I found a big emergence.
All right, well, here's what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 day 2 emergers. We do have an interesting scenario right here.
Yes.
Where we have a double. So this one came up yesterday. This one came up today. So that'll be interesting to watch throughout the growing season. We still have some significant gaps and stuff that's going to have to fill in yet. I think we'll get there, but that's a symptom of this being underwater for a couple of days. And it's just... Found another one that I missed? Nope, that's a weed. Okay. So we'll check it again tomorrow. But that's what we got here.
What color are day 3 flags?
Day 3 flags are yellow.
Okay.
Green and blue are good. Yellow and red are bad. But we'll see what we get tomorrow.
Wait, there's red? Gaps of this and this.
And that. Yep, you're right. It is what it is. We are drying up. You can see we're still damp on top here in a little bit in a few spots. In the morning, it'll be mostly damp on top because the moisture wicks up through the ground, and then it dries out through the day, and it's getting better and better and better. I'm hoping Monday we're going to be able to go back and plant some more. So really nice weather today. Maybe tomorrow we can run our S-tine along these ends and get some more pumpkins and some sweet corn planted. Should break the rotary hoe out, huh? Let's see. Do I have a seed digger in my pocket? I do. Let me get out of the plot. Let's come over here. Yeah. Definitely got to get spraying here pretty soon, but... There's one. There's one. So even these where it's underwater, or was underwater, they're coming. Right there. They'll be fine. We're okay. Just gotta give it some more time. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We're just kind of hanging out here. Got a little fire going. Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks, honey.
Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. All of you mothers. Again, all 4 of you. My wife, my mom, my mother-in-law. Anybody else?
Your sisters?
Oh yeah, my sisters. Happy Mother's Day, sisters. Sister-in-law. Anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. Not making a video tomorrow. Hopefully Monday we'll be back in the fields and keep knocking out the planting. It's May 10th today. Every day from today on, we lose 1 bushel of yield potential per day. and our corn. So it's important that we get it planted as quickly as possible. That's the theory. We'll talk more about that next week or whenever we're planting again. But yeah, thanks for watching. Go grab yourself a Border View Farms Rising Sun shirt from Farm Focus. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and leave me any comments, questions. See you guys next week.